I would like to start this Chessbait Drivecast by apologizing to Kyle Hill, a very wonderful and very intelligent YouTuber, edutainment YouTuber, who applies science and actually simulates what different scenarios in pop cultures would look like scientifically. Now, on with the Chessbait Drivecast. Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of the Chessbait Drivecast. My name is Chessbait, as usual. I will be your host, as usual, so buckle up and turn that car from park to drive, because we are ready to talk about kind of controversial topics with equally kind of controversial opinions. Half of the time I don't really talk about controversial opinions anyways, but who cares? I can't speak English, let's move on. So the reason I mentioned Kyle Hill is because a week or two ago I was talking about edutainment YouTube channels, and I forgot the name of a YouTube channel. If I don't watch them all that often, I'm not going to remember their names. I'm really sorry, Kyle. You're a really cool dude. Just overall, really, really amazing content. I will say that. You really do make some really cool stuff, especially with the whole clear whiteboard thing. That's such a, oh my gosh, there's snow again. It's such a wonderful trick that you do to actually write the stuff down. Also, I just realized, don't you have to write that stuff backwards? You know what? Let's not worry about the details too much. So while I was at work, I had a very unpleasant experience. No, it was not a Karen, despite what I've said before about Karens in a previous Paper Mario episode. Links in the description below. No, it's not. It's not in the description below. It's never in the description below. Come on! Alright, all joking aside. The situation I'm talking about is, usually, certain customers don't want certain items or return certain items because maybe they didn't get a sale for it. Maybe they didn't realize that the item, I don't know. Maybe they found out the item was damaged or something that they just didn't like overall. What is my phone saying? Oh yeah, I'll take care of that later. I forgot what I was talking about. No, it wasn't. Today, so I was rummaging through the stuff that we had to put back on the shelves because, if a customer doesn't want a specific item, you have to return it back to the store where it was before, so that way a new customer can get the item. Now, the problem is, I found an item. First of all, I'm just gonna tell you guys, it's supposed to be refrigerated, as in it's a food item. It's meat. Second of all, it's a meat item that's supposed to be in the fridge at all times. That's been out of the fridge for a week. A week. Guys, the thing expired on the 20th. No, it's been out for more than a week then. Just to tell you how bad it was. The thing expired on December 26th. Currently, as I'm talking right now, this is New Year's Day 2021, January the 1st. That thing has been in there for... It has expired for 1 week, and it's probably been sitting there for another week, maybe even a week and a half. And don't forget, that thing's supposed to be refrigerated, which means because it wasn't refrigerated, it was the item spoiled faster than usual, which means it probably expired like 2 days after it was left out, and then was left to rot for another... Oh my gosh, okay, time to turn that thing off. It was left to rot for another 2 weeks. It smelled like a sewage leakage. Sewer leakage. It literally smelled like the sewers. Don't ask me why I know what it smells like. All of you, okay, imagine, it smelled like a septic tank. That's the best way to describe it. You guys ever been to a concert or a construction site or anything that has a porta potty? Now, most porta potties smell rancid. I will tell you that. However, I will tell you also, this thing was, oh my gosh, can you please stop slipping? This thing smelled twice as bad, and also was twice as widespread, which means, like, you can stand outside of a porta potty and not smell the wretched smells all too much because the door is closed. Well, no, the door to our place was wide open, which means it was absolutely horrific. my gosh, like you could walk by where I was working and get a whiff of it and still get enough to make you throw up until Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. I don't know. It was wretched. It was horrible. So since I already told you guys when I'm talking to the camera, the phone, the what you want to call it, I'm just gonna connect. I'm gonna connect meat and smelling like diarrhea back to diarrhea as a whole and back to Taco Bell, because Taco Bell is great, but sometimes it leaves a really bad hole in your stomach, and I don't care, and Americans don't care either. So yeah, I'm cool with that. Now back to the topic at hand. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, the nacho fries. Okay, as a person who has tried several fast food chains and has a very, not distinct, but kind of little too much of a bougie taste for fast food, I came to appreciate the nacho fries a little too much. Like seriously, if I were to rank all the fast food restaurants' fries, I would say McDonald's is comfortably at the bottom. McDonald's fries are what the average American thinks that like starving children in Africa and India think that is what it's like. They're so skinny that you can barely even call them. You can't even call them potato fries. They're just fries. They barely have any potato content in them. It's just sticks of oil. That's it. It's embarrassing to even call them fries. Burger King, depends on which fries you're talking about. The chicken fries, they shouldn't really count. I don't know. I really liked Burger King's chicken fries. I don't know if they still do them anymore, but they're really solid. I don't know if they should count, but they would be way up higher in the list. The one I actually wanted to talk about are the regular BK fries. You know, that's what a standard fry should look like. A little thicker, but, you know, just the right amount of thickness. Could use a little bit more oil, but, I mean, Burger King's been falling behind for all that long, so I'm just going to cut them a little bit of slack. Now, Wendy's is a weird one. They're inconsistent. Sometimes they got the really good fries, and sometimes they got the really bad fries. For me, it's, you know, I'm fine with it. It's nothing too special. Moving on. If you want to talk about fries, you can't do any worse than Arby's curly fries. Those are an absolute staple, and that's what I used to consider the golden standard. I mean, I guess I do still consider it the golden standard of all fries. Now, the nacho fries from Taco Bell, the amount that I got, sure, maybe it wasn't worth the money, but in terms of the taste, dude, that surpasses the curly fries in every way. First of all, they're nacho fries, which means they come with nacho cheese. Amazing plus right there. The fries, they're nice and thick, but they also have plenty of seasoning. Maybe I would say they have a little too much seasoning, but we're not gonna try to dock points down for that, because I don't know. As a salty man myself, I really like some salty foods. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up getting some kidney stones. Blah blah blah. Health problems. Moving on. Man, I'm trying to think of other restaurants. It's really hard to think of a bunch of fast food restaurants on the fly. I haven't been to Carl's Jr.'s, or Hardee's, so I can't talk about them all too much. Chick-fil-A's is pretty good. I've only been there like once or twice. I don't even remember what their fries look like, but I mean, they have high quality food, so I'm not gonna try to badmouth Chick-fil-A despite their how do I say this, less than savory dealings with certain political groups. I'm not trying to fuel the fire all too much. I don't know. Like, the thing I really find awkward about political and social causes is that I get it. I understand, you know, where they're coming from. They're being oppressed. They are... Not that they're being oppressed. I think a better word to use is that they just aren't given the rights that normal people are, or just the normal privileges that people are. And how do I? Oh yeah, there we go. Sorry, I was trying to figure out the wipers. The windshield wipers never work. But don't know, like, as I'm trying to phrase this where I don't oust myself all too much while not making myself sound cancelable, because like I do support a lot of social causes on the inside, but I don't necessarily do it on the outside too much. Like for example, like BLM, yeah, I give them money, like hurrah, let's try to keep that going. And personally, I feel like if you get the message out for long enough, it won't sway any minds, I will say that, but it might teach the new generations to be a little more cognizant of it. Because let's be real here, the real racist people aren't going to be ages 2 to 18. They're most likely going to be somewhere between 25 and 55, and possibly 75. I'm going to just say right now, you're going to find it really hard to find a 12-year-old who yells out racial slurs and tells African Americans to go back to where they came from. Like, come on, we're not gonna not stereotype. If you want the stereotypical like, racist person, you're gonna have to try a little bit harder than that. Especially since the BLM movement is working a lot more with the younger generation. Ooh, look at me throwing out big buzzwords. You know, it's kind of obvious. I don't remember who the activist or political figure was, but one of the quotes was, I'm just quoting someone random at this point. The quote was, "You can't actually," I'm paraphrasing here. "You can't actually sway the minds of most people because most people aren't willing to change their minds. In order to change people's mind, you can't change people's minds. All you can do is inform the next generation to be better than that. You know, to act differently." And I don't know. That's a little more profound to me. Like, obviously, there's going to be a bunch of racist people now, but you know, once they have kids, you know, there's a chance that they're going to rebel against them. And if you teach the kids not to be racist, chances are they're not going to be racist. It's a really simple process. There's not much to go on about it. Like for those of you who've seen the movie Borat, like you already know what extreme right groups are like, and I don't really like far left groups either. They both don't know how to. The far right try to solve a problem by destroying people. The far left try to solve a problem by destroying people, and in the end, no one ends up happy. Like I get that there's never a good middle ground, but you always have to be cognizant that maybe the middle ground is just the best option because it's the thing that makes the most amount of people somewhat happy. And isn't that really all that should matter? I don't know. I just feel like we should have a standard of, hey, be nice to each other. Or if you're not, at least try to figure out what we can do so that way we can have an agreement. And we don't have to be nice to each other, but we can figure out a way where we don't have to be mean to each other. You know, that's just what I'm thinking about. But once again, it seems we've arrived at our destination. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff down below because I forgot to tell you guys that on Tuesday. See you guys then.